Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Yessik here again today, and I want to welcome you to a short review of Botanicula. A strange name for a strange game. It's been out for a couple days now this is the second day, on the Humble Indie Bundle, and that's its debut release. And will soon be available on Good Old Games, and I'm fairly certain also on Steam. But if you wanted to pick it up now, you can support the Humble Indie Bundle, which I highly recommend. You can pay what you want for it in between 1 penny and infinite money, unless of course you don't have infinite money. And you get a couple other games, and if you pay over $9, you get a movie and an extra game with it, as well as Steam keys for all the games you get. So this game is a point-and-click adventure, as you may be able to tell here. I'm just messing around with this little black spiky thing. And it's very interesting. It's not very hard, not very deep thinking that goes on during this game as far as I've played so far. But there's a lot of interesting art, a lot of interesting little secrets to find, like this. And just a very interesting game in general. Now I'm just going to play through a bit of the very beginning of the game, because I don't want to give anything away or show you any of the solutions to the later puzzles, but I've played a fair amount myself. And what you're seeing now is pretty par for the course. So you don't really know what anything does if you just click around. One of my main complaints with this game so far is I find the solutions to the puzzles very esoteric sometimes. So in some situations you have to try out each party member's abilities to see what works. So as you can tell right now, I'm just clicking around seeing what each of the party members tries to do. The real solution is this guy here. And this is a mechanic that comes up a lot. And it's the reason you have 5 party members. I couldn't count there for a second. So right now we're just trying to find these feathers so we can get that big thing to fly again. And not much important here. And to do that, we have to solve puzzles and just kind of look around. He's blocking our path, so there isn't that much area to explore. Now, one thing I really do like about this game is how many little secrets there are to find. Like, I didn't know about this until this playthrough, this little thing here. And I guess it doesn't do much, but it's kind of pretty to look at and nice to see all the bugs. But I like the environment, I like the art style. I like how it's sort of insect-focused, as weird as that sounds. I like how it's very, very reminiscent of old-school point-and-click adventure games. And while it is reminiscent of them, it doesn't share all the same flaws. The movement's a lot more fluid. It's generally fairly clear what you can click on. As you can see, I have the cards flashing up there. I think I show you later on what those are all about. As you discover new insects or unlock them by doing different things, like pulling them off a tree and then popping the balloon that's holding them up, you will unlock cards, and the cards do absolutely nothing, except they're pretty to look at and they have nice pictures on them. So here you see the main puzzle mechanic again, where we've lost the feather and we have to choose which monster can best retrieve it. And this is what I mean by it being esoteric. Like, you'd think that the small guy right there would have been the best person to go get the to go get the feather, but no. And second, you'd think it was this guy. My third choice does not make much sense, but I decided to just go for it anyways. And I don't even know how this works. It just comes from off screen. So yeah, sometimes the solution to the puzzle isn't something you can actually work out. It isn't something you can actually divine for yourself. You just have to find out through random clicking around. So, I'm just going to go across to this next area and get the easiest feather. So this one we just have to click on. Yeah. So, but other than that, that is pretty much my only complaint. I love the graphics, I love the soundtrack, I love the art style. I enjoy kind of the story, the kind of running around with a bunch of friends and trying to solve all these puzzles. So I have very, very few complaints about this game. I recommend it if you enjoy puzzlers, if you enjoy old school, if you enjoy just kind of clicking around art and seeing weird things happen. And I know plenty of you on the internet do, because there's tons of games targeted towards that demographic. And with the game, if you buy it in the Humble Indie Bundle, you get Windowsill, another point-and-click adventure that has to do with robots, whose name I currently forget, and a movie called Kooky, if you spend over $9 that is an hour-and-a-half feature-length Czech film, and these mushrooms apparently make you trip out like most mushrooms should. I'm not in control here anymore. So, anyways, here's where you get the first little introduction to story, so I'll just show you this and then I'll head out for the rest of the game. Leave you with my first impressions. So, apparently that spider's been sucking up life force from the leaves. So we walk onto the next screen and one more screen down. There's also a little puzzle here with a snail and a fruit. And as you can see, there's one of the spiders. And these are the main villains of the game. The main obstacle, I should say. And they block our path. So anyways, this was Yessik here, and I hope you enjoyed the review. I hope you got a lot out of it. And I hope to see you guys next time. Support Humble Indie Bundle. Bye.